Victorious ones. I hope y'all having a good day, a good Saturday. I posted a video this morning because I got up and y'all seen that video. If you haven't seen it, it's down below. Basically, I went to the park because God told me I needed to go walk. So I went and walked. So I wanted to touch base with that because God told me, because I really wasn't even once again going to post a video, but he had my spiritual baby leaping today. I've been spiritually fed through Zoom meetings. I was able to get on a Zoom meeting today, and I was able to watch my life coach video not too long ago. So my spirit is so in a spiritual high. So no matter how I tried to avoid to come on here to talk to y'all, God say, no, Monica, come on now. It's him. And it's not that I don't want to get on here. It's that I'm getting used to the newness of what he has called me to do. So I'm up in here before y'all doing what God has asked me to do through his obedience. So I'm excited that I get to come up here and talk to y'all victorious ones about this message that I have for y'all on this Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon, or whenever you find time to watch this video. And I also want to thank all of our new members of the victorious ones. Y'all welcome. Today actually marks the 1 month mark of the victorious ones coming into manifestation. The action behind of it coming into manifestation. And God is really making me feel really happy that I'm able to use the purposes that he has gifted me with, and I can see that it's helping other people. Because his intention was never for it to stay inside of me. It was to help other people. So I do want to welcome all of you who has come into, and welcome to the ones that has come into the victorious ones. The purpose behind the victorious ones is to take life, and we're no longer victims. We're victorious through the things that life may have put us through. We're going to use those as the vessel or the things to help us grow. So let me go ahead and get into this message, because God actually told me exactly what to come on here to tell y'all. That's the funny part. He told me what to tell y'all. So no matter, like I said, I was trying to avoid it. He was like, for what? You want to? This your favorite thing to do. So this is the word he gave me, y'all. He said, no one can do what you do like you do it. And I'm going to repeat it because I got to sometimes slow down. So I'm learning. I be too excited sometimes. So I'm learning to slow down. No one can do what you do like you do it. And the thing that you do is authentically to you, to your personality, to your look, to the personality and the look God gave you. That's where the newness of us come into effect. And y'all, I had said this today in the Zoom, and it was God speaking through me and talking, because I don't talk to many people sometimes about some things I'm going through, because I'm in this growing season, y'all, where God is growing me, and it's getting uncomfortable, but I see it's necessary. I'm not saying uncomfortable in a bad way. I'm finding myself crying a lot more lately. And God gave me the vision in my mind. You crying a lot more, Monica, because you watering your seeds. I've been crying out to him more. And it's crazy now. Y'all know I use the word crazy. It's crazy because when I cry, I get in touch with really how I'm feeling. I'm not holding back those feelings, y'all. And I was crying the other night. It was Wednesday after I had small group. And I'm going to be real transparent with y'all right now. I said, God, I need you to help me. Give me a sign. Give me a sign that this is working. And I'm being impatient. And God is going to continue to work on me with that. Give me a sign that I'm really doing what you need me to do. I really want to see this prosper, because I wanted to prosper for your purposes and for your kingdom and for your glory. Because my life did not happen in vain. The things that I have achieved or overcome in my life didn't happen in vain. And I know this now. Because there's people out there that need to know that although we go through these certain tests and trials through our testimony, it's possible that life becomes anew once we decide to take the necessary steps to follow him. And I see it happening. And I'm so elated and happy that I see it happening. So when I prayed that and I was crying to God, I looked at my phone and a video popped up. I was able to watch that video. I get an email, and I was able to go into a Zoom meeting Thursday. That's why I had to change that meeting time. And y'all, I was able to have this kingdom connection that I had prayed for. And I love the kingdom connection that I have locally. Don't get me wrong. But this is a whole another level ball game when you always felt, and this ain't no falling to nobody. I'm just speaking from my heart. When you have always felt, I'm talking about me, Monica, the victorious one that I am and that you are too. This speaking to you, y'all just follow my story. I'm rambling, but listen to me. This for purpose that you listening to this and came across this video. I actually starting to see the real kingdom connections I've always prayed for. All my life, I have been different. I have been set apart. I wasn't like everybody else. I was like the last pick. I was. And I never knew what my niche was, but now I know what it is, y'all. I'm not going to cry right now. I know what it is. God always had a plan behind my pain to step into my purpose, y'all. And I feel so good now that I'm learning why I was always so different. The one with the thick glasses, the kinky hair. But there was nothing wrong with me. The world or the devil wanted to use those things to make me think on the outer there was something wrong with me. And the whole time, y'all, it was my heart. It was my heart why God chose me for this season of my life. Yeah, my heart. I've always loved people. Always. And sometimes for the wrong reasons, meaning I love people and felt like I can change them into loving whom God called me to be. And that's when I started getting a distorted image of who I was, because those were the people that actually tried to destroy me or call me names that I wasn't. And I started believing that stuff, y'all, until God stepped in on the scene. On my life. And I am so excited that I have y'all too. I want y'all to know this Victorious Ones is a manifestation of my prayers, of the pain I've been through for purpose. For purpose. And I've been sent here, or called here, to be able to use all of those things, my prayers, my pain, to sit here and help those of y'all, the victorious ones, that are really seeking the change in your life. It's not about how Monica look, y'all. It's about the heart God gave me. I never knew this until now. It's like coming into full force 2020 vision for me. I got into that meeting Thursday, y'all, and I connected with these group of people like we've known each other our whole life. And it's so fun now. I'm getting so excited. And it happened again today. I got into a Zoom, y'all, and it's all God. And I'm getting kingdom connected to like-minded individuals that have the same or similar purposes over their life. I don't feel so lost like I'm by myself. I currently live in a location, just to give y'all perspective. I've been here 7 years. No blood family here, but God connected me with my family, my kingdom connections here. But with him putting me on different scenes for my purposes with my life coaching business, he's now connecting me with business connections that are kingdom minded. And it's so freeing, y'all. It's so freeing, because there's a difference between, and no shade, I'm just being honest right now, because I like to be purpose and be careful how I say things, because that's how God made me. There is a difference between business world and kingdom world. Yes, the business world, for the world, can look prosperous, meaning they have all this money, they have the big houses, the nice cars, the beautiful families on the outside. But then to live for the kingdom and be prosperous in the kingdom, like I'm at the level now where I'm getting prosperous, and I am prosperous in the inside. So this was what God told me. And I'm humbly saying this, but this for y'all too. It's for us to get prosperous in the inside, and then it's going to start showing on the outside. And this is what God told me. Monica, you don't have to tell everybody. You don't have to. I'm gonna let it be seen. And so I'm so grateful for all of you that are joined on here on the lives now. And I see y'all comments, but I'm staying focused on the word. So after the video, I'm going to comment, and I appreciate when I get to the point when I can read and not get sidetracked, I get there. But I appreciate y'all watching, because this God right here, this all God. He been feeding me. And like I said on one of my other videos, when we're spiritually fed, like you're using the food, you have to slowly chew it. That way when you swallow it, it'll get digested in your soul. Like food get digested. We have to slowly chew on the food, the spiritual food. So when we digest it, it can really get into us. And it's good food too. Think about it. So it's going to be goodness that come out. We're not eating bad food. God is so amazing, y'all. God is so amazing. He is so amazing. All the times when I thought, God, I feel so by myself. And that was how I was feeling Sunday. Like I was. But this week, he been blowing my mind with the kingdom connections that I'm able to sit and talk to that get the moniker whom he's made me for the kingdom of God. For his kingdom, y'all. For his glory. So and then for him, our God, the one that's the most righteous and the most high, to choose me, to choose us, to choose, because you have a choice too, for him to be able to use you too. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm just being your coach. So just take it as love. Take it as love. We have to get our attention off what people think about us. I'm finally getting it. I'm finally getting it. Off what anybody think. And that takes us getting into conversations like this, where y'all are able to listen to what I'm telling y'all through what I've learned, experienced, and living through to actually understand it. And it takes the action behind the intentionality behind the action. You have to be intentional, victorious ones, by taking action. Listen to what I tell you or what you feel, and let God pray to you, and you pray to God to lead him on what you need to learn through these videos and whomever else he ever leads you to. And you take the action behind the message. Don't just get on here just to look. Come on. Because that's not what I'm here for. And because God already told me it ain't about how I look. Matter of fact, when I posted that video this morning, I didn't have not a stick of makeup on. My hair needed washing. It's washed now, and I got a little makeup on because I was in those meetings. But, hey, it was never about how I looked. Anyways, it was about my heart. The enemy all this time been after my heart, y'all. That's why I went through those abusive relationships, them past abusive relationships. That's why the enemy wanted to tear down who I was. Because he didn't want me to have this voice that shatters him to help y'all. But he's a lie. But y'all keep praying for me. But no weapon formed against me shall prosper either. None. None. Because my purpose is the protection God put over my life. I learned that today too. My purpose is the protection God got over me. And I claim that in the name of Jesus. I claim that. I claim that for me and y'all too. No one can do what you do like you do it. Nobody can parent your babies or your kids like you do. I mean it for God and you too, because God is in us. When you living and trying for him. Not perfect, but they don't try our best. Nobody can speak or talk like you do. That's why we don't need to try to be like nobody else. Yeah, we can see how they are, but be you and be okay with being how you talk. Yeah, I'm loud. I never knew how loud I was to now. And then I think back, I was kind of loud when I was raising the boys even, but now I'm getting more quiet in how I talk to them, y'all. But when I get up here with y'all, I'm a little more, hey, I've been quiet. I really ain't even been bothering them teenagers today. Because I've been busy in purpose. And now I see why God made me wait till this time, because they're older now. I can kind of, y'all, they down there watching a movie, y'all. I smell popcorn. But I get to work while they down there chilling. I'm going to spend some time with them, y'all. But your girl been busy. I've been getting poured into, and I'm going to keep pouring into y'all too. So let me tell y'all the story at the park. Just to elaborate on it. Because God gave me a little more insight about it. I get to the park, and I was high. I had my headphones on, and I was worshiping God. I was screaming. Mind you, it was some woods over there, but I didn't care. So, and that's because how I worship now. I don't care no more. I get it. Because I know the power, how it make me feel, and how it breaks stuff off of me. A man came, and I'm glad the boys came with me this morning too, y'all, because I was like, y'all come with me. Because as I was walking down the trail, two of my boys were walking in front of me, and I still didn't understand why all of a sudden they was grouped together, but then they came walking in front of me. And I look up, there was a man standing right there. So he did like this because I had my headphones off. So I take my headphones off, and he said, "Are you hollering? Are you okay?" I said, "Okay, I'm good. Yeah, thank you for checking on me," or whatnot. But God gave me, and it's not judging this gentleman, God gave me the discernment just to be careful what I say to him about my life. Because he was asking me, "What do you do? Where do you live? Do you need help with something in your house?" I said, "No, I'm good, sir." But he said, "So why were you hollering? What did you need help with?" I said I was worshiping God. I was thanking God, just thanking him. I wasn't asking God for nothing, y'all. I was just thanking him for the peace that he has given me. Yeah, I have moments like I mentioned before that I be crying sometimes, but I guess because I'm a crybaby for Jesus, I'm a cry. I'm his crybaby child. But that's them tears he gonna use to grow our stuff too. So he said, and this was his question to me, y'all. He said, what is it that I need to get that what you got? And I want to tell him what Monica needed to I'm gonna slow down and tell y'all what I need to say. I wanted to tell him, not looking back out of my flesh, what Monica needed to get what she was doing. But God stopped me real slow. He said to tell him what I needed to tell him. And I told him to pray and ask God what it is that he need help with. And I had an invite card, and I'm glad I've been keeping them with me. I had an invite card to give to him to come to the church that I attend. I told him that, and then I said, have a great day. He said, I was in those woods over there. So I hope he wasn't homeless or nothing. But then God also gave me the discernment after I reflected on the event to be a little more careful of my surroundings. And he's been working on me with that too, and I'm going to be a little more careful with Victorious Ones. But yeah. So that's what the positioning too. I didn't plan on going to walk. I have been eating a lot better, y'all. I've been drinking my water, like my water. I love my Circle water bottle. If y'all looking to get some Circle water bottle, y'all Google it or look it up. Walmart even sell it. So that's been helping me a whole bunch, drinking my more water through that type of bottle. So, yeah. That's the story behind what happened. I'm going to give y'all the scripture behind it because I asked God to give me the scripture. Anytime I'm talking or coming before his people, I need to have the word connect to my story. So it came out of Genesis chapter 26. God said in chapter 27, excuse me. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. So God created human beings, us, in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. He created us in his image. Not the world image. And the only way, Victorious Ones, you and I was able to, and for you to get there, and I'm still a work in progress, but I want to still give y'all the knowledge that I am familiar with. You have to get a whole new mindset. Romans 12:2. My mentor, Latoya Kia, put me onto that scripture. Now it's her favorite scripture. Now it's becoming mine too. Now I get it. When you honestly start reading the word and asking God to give you more knowledge on what you're reading, it comes out a different type of way. We have to get a whole new mindset. We can't think like the old broken us. I couldn't think like the old broken Monica to come on here and talk to y'all, because the old broken Monica thought she wasn't good enough. And that was a lie, because there was nothing wrong with me, because like I said before, it was my heart the whole time. It is. So we need to keep working on a renewed mindset. Keep doing that. Keep coming on these videos. Keep being poured into. Like I keep telling y'all, be careful of the things that you listen to and that you see and that you watch and see. Because you have control of the things that you watch on TV and the things that you watch on your phone. That stuff do get in your subconscious. And I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you what I know is working for me. I don't watch much TV, and people find it strange, but I don't have time even now to watch much TV. And I see why, because God need my spirit to stay right for him to come before y'all. I have to be full. I can't be all just y'all family, Victorious Ones. And I didn't even realize how full I was in the spirit. Y'all, I was literally getting ready to take my hair out. God said, what you doing? Get on there and talk to them. Mind you, like I told y'all, I was on them Zooms today. And because I want to share this with y'all. I have so many notes from those, literally like 8 pages. So y'all, it worked to get a notebook and write down what you learned. Get a notebook. These come from Dollar Tree. Get you a pack of pens. And write down them notes. Because it worked. I'm gonna have to find time to go back and watch these notes. Find time, meaning we got time in the day to do everything else. So on my break next week, sometime I may do that. Be reading my notes that I took to spiritually feed my soul the knowledge that I was taught. Not taking and just tucking it away in the drawer, which I once was doing at one time. But I had, and that bring me to another point. I used to write down the goals on the wall, and they're over there on the wall now, y'all. And some back here. But my main goal is sitting right there so I can see it. To write down stuff and tuck it in the drawer. When you're trying to be intentional. I'm not saying that it don't work, because Habakkuk 2 and 2 does work when you write down your goals and make it plain. But there's something about seeing them. About me seeing them and you seeing your goals too. When you see it, it gives you an extra or inspiration. So when you write down this and you go back and read it, it just reminds you of what you wrote down. And you will see it in a different way. So I want to keep suggesting to y'all, get a notebook, get a pen, even if you need to come back later and write down what we talked about. Because sometimes that's what worked for me. When I'm in church and and pray how God needs you to do it. Do it how God needs you to do it. That's like the title of the video. Nobody can do it like you do it. When I'm in church, because that's how I like to get spiritually fed, I listen to the word, and then I come home and I rewatch it and I write down my notes. Sometimes I might write a thing or two in my word or so on. But for the most part, my attention, God is working on that. That's why, like I told y'all, I have to get to the point where I can read and talk to y'all. I'm going to get there. But let's do one thing at a time. Talk about me. So I'm going to master that too. But I'm going to first master getting the word out to y'all. Now, y'all see I get sidetracked and a lot talking to y'all. But it all come together. Y'all love me for how God made me, because I love y'all for how God made y'all. So y'all just appreciate that part of me. Let me get back onto this right here, y'all. Hope y'all enjoying this video. I'm almost done. I just wanted to come here before y'all, because I wasn't going to be able to sit or lay down without coming on here. So I just went on ahead and was obedient. I want y'all to continue to share the group to anybody y'all know that may, have common interest is growing. Or you may feel like they can relate to the messages, because that's the reasoning behind this Victorious Ones. It's to be able to help y'all grow through the things God taught me. Yeah, and it's teaching me. He's still teaching me. I'm not ever going, because you never rise. So I'm still learning, and ain't nobody perfect. So y'all, if y'all just, enjoy the ride with me. We're going to ride this thing together as God continues to transform us through what? The renewing of our mind. And we can only do that as we continue to transform into a better version of whom God called us to be. And I don't even expect you to be the same version of you a year from now. If you're intentionally watching these videos, if you're intentionally writing down and reading new knowledge that God leads you to, you're not going to be the same person. Because I didn't expect me a year ago from even now to be up here talking to y'all. I didn't expect it. I just didn't. I didn't. But I'm excited because God has a purpose behind us doing things. So the first step I will tell you to do, Victorious Ones, those of you that are seeking growth for your life, is to continue to feed and watch things that's going to help you. And it may be a little tough at first, but once you start doing it, you're going to get so hungry to be spiritually fed. That's all you're going to want to do. You ain't going to want to talk on the phone as much. You ain't going to want to text. You're not going to want to Facebook as much. I'm telling you what I know. I get so into it sometimes I forget the time. Watching a video or writing down, getting new knowledge. So y'all do that. And y'all going to be so spiritually fed, you're going to want to be able to share your purposes and your gifts to other people. You're not going to be able to hide it, because you're going to be such at peace and at joy at the knowledge that you're getting. And this when I started noticing about how God was working on me, y'all. I started working where I work at now 2 years ago. And I started talking to my vendors about God. Mind you, that's when God first really started transforming my mind to whom he needed me to be for this season. I started watching videos that he needed me to watch. And I started being intentional about the things I was learning at church. Rather than just learning it, I was trying to do better. And it starts with trying. No, we're not going to be perfect. But we got to give ourselves that grace that God give us to just try. I'm not perfect on here talking. I'm stumbling over words a little bit, which God is going to help me get better with that. I'm not perfect at my speech. Mind you, this the shy Monica that don't like talking to people 2-3 years ago. Now this is my favorite thing to do. We got to embrace those mindsets of what we thought we was. We become a new person in Christ Jesus, y'all. We become new. It shocked me sometimes when I go back, and I'm not tooting my horn, I'm just speaking it from my heart, y'all. And I go back and I watch some of my videos, because it's something I learned too. Don't ingest so much of somebody else's content if you're not creating. So that's what put the fire under me too. You watching so much, but I wasn't doing what God had called me to do, because he had told me what to do, y'all. I was being disobedient, but he kept on telling me, so that's when I had to just do it, right? Jump in the deep and just do it. So start your journey on becoming the new you, for God. I'm going to say that statement over. Start the journey on becoming the new you for God and his kingdom. And I never knew what that word meant. When I heard the word kingdom, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? The kingdom is so different outside of the world, y'all. And I'm going to help y'all with it as I learn too, but it's different. The mindset of the individuals, and it's a great feeling because they get it. They get it. I can just talk like me and they get it. I can talk to y'all and y'all get it. So y'all kingdom too. Y'all kingdom too. He reveals himself unto those that seek the wisdom. We see him so clearly now that all we want to do is be spiritually fed. And I'm so excited for y'all for that. I'm so excited. And y'all, congratulations for entering into the growing season. Because God got a purpose over you growing. God got a purpose over you watching this video. For you to just sit here and you taking the time out. I'm proud of y'all. And I appreciate y'all for allowing me, your Coach Monica, to pour into y'all. Because it gives me motivation to know that the purpose is working. The purpose is working. Y'all jump in my inbox if y'all find anything that's helping y'all. And, if you want to even book a one-on-one coaching session with me, jump into my inbox. I'm gonna put my email on there. So if y'all want to put my jump in my email and do a session with me, because that's what I'm here for. I want to have those one-on-one interactions with y'all. We could do a Zoom and we can talk. It's fun, y'all. Come on now. It's fun. And then y'all gonna be sowing into yourself. If y'all are led to sow into my Victorious One, my business, which I'm starting from ground zero, God is going to help me. I'm going to put a link on this video too to cash out or whatever I need to do. Because if y'all led to sow, I would love that too. All the support is going to help me to continue on this journey of growth in this channel. I also want to put on here, I have a YouTube. I haven't been putting as many videos on there as I was when I first started, but I am going to start doing that. So I wanted to tell y'all that as well. I hope that's not a lot at one time, but I need to be intentional about some things. So if you're led to sow, please do so. If you're led to let other victorious ones into this journey with us, let them know, invite them into the victorious ones, send them the link. Come on, y'all. And I appreciate all of y'all support. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening to me talk, because I had to let it out. I hope it all come together. I hope it all come together, because God wouldn't let me take this hair down, y'all. I'll take this makeup off my face. I actually had to put a little more black eyeliner on, because I had rubbed some of it off, y'all. So I've been getting poured into. So God said, come on, you got to come on here and pour into your purpose, into your people, your tribe. So I love y'all, victorious ones. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And be blessed.